Hey.
This is MountColdRadio.com where music and minds meet, and we are Rhythm and Poetry After Hours, touching your hearts
and your souls.
Yeah, I'm your host D Stacks. We got the cameraman, actually not the cameraman, the cameraman K Gianni, my co-host CNC, and we have a very, very, very special guest with us today.
Hey,
we have Phinest is in the building. Actually,
Phinest.
not even Phinest. Well, we'll get to that. But Eddie Madrid is in the building. Eddie Madrid is in the building.
what's up?
Hey.
No, that's typically
That's why I'm in
typically the response.
That's typically the response you get. Alright, we got our sound man messing up right now.
Oh yeah, the boy in the back. We haven't been on in like 2 weeks. So,
Yeah, because
kind
of Thanksgiving and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm the first guest back. Hey.
So I'm gonna let both y'all introduce yourselves.
Okay. Well, I'm Eddie Madrid, and I brought my homie Saeed with me.
What's good,
You can move the mic down if you want. You don't
not too high, like real man.
He's a part of the whole Zone 3 squad. I mean, he don't really do nothing, but he just here.
Ready, shots?
Just kidding. No shade. That's the bro.
Alright,
Shotgun seed though. Follow that.
Alright, yeah. So we brought you in here today. We wanted to get you in here in the beginning, like at the same time we got Khan in here, like around that same time, and we're trying to get all those people in here. But today we got you, so we're ready to take this to the next level. So,
definitely.
Where did you start off from? How'd you get your name?
So, well, I started, like, as you introduced me, I started off as Phinest, and that was when I was, like, 16 or 17. I don't know, I needed a cool rap name, and I thought that was cool, and also I lived over near Harrisburg in, like, a really country area, and I kind of wanted something to remind myself of home, because I'm from Willow Grove, so I wanted something to remind me of the Philadelphia area, and I was like, oh, why don't I do Phinest with a PH, like, because that's like Philadelphia. I don't know. I thought it was.
I
like,
get it.
I get what
you're saying. I didn't know until now.
It was like a small. It was like a thing like that, and then it just kind of stuck because. Like pickup trucks with like testicles hanging off.
What?
You know how like they be putting white people are crazy.
Yeah, let's just stick to that.
You ever see the show Squidbillies?
I mean, there was a group of us minorities, but it was kind of like it was just a country school, but everyone was pretty chill there. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. That's where I started, and then I was chilling there, doing a couple songs with my homie Brandon. In his house, we didn't really have anything. We just had a headset microphone, and we're using beats off YouTube, and he made beats too.
I know what I feel.
Yeah, the struggle was real. And then after I graduated high school, I moved back here, and then I was looking for studios, and then I found Marson House, and they were in my budget, so I hit them up, and I went there and visited, and I had a couple sessions there. They heard me rap. They really liked it, and they invited me to be a part of the Day Camp Cypher, and that was almost 3 years ago at this point, and then the rest is pretty much history at that point.
That was the first thing I seen you in when I was watching it, because Bliss and Khan were in it, because I knew them from going to school with them. And then
those were like the two like prominent bulls at the time for Marson House.
At the time, yeah, but now it's
I'm the only artist on Marson House records.
Wow.
The only one.
The only ones that everybody else just shifted to made their own way, or
I'll just let them talk about themselves. I'm not gonna get into other people's business.
Alright. Well, when it came down to that, like, why did you change your name from Phinest to Eddie Madrid?
Pretty much, I did it right on the day that I released my first promo single for my last project I put out, B.A.N.G. I released a song called Bounce With Me, produced by the homie D Sharp over in California. I made the name change because B.A.N.G. to me personally was a real personal project.
Bounce. This that shit that make them just bounce. If you know you the shit, then I need you to bounce with me. I say just bounce with me. Now we all about getting it. We all about getting it. Now if they hate, say it's alright. If they hate, say it's okay. These haters ain't got no life. We keep it real, they so fake. I say just bounce with me. I say just bounce with me. Now we all about getting it. We head when it's played through your stereo. I do this for me, I don't do it for radio. Sick as scenario, got circling me like a merry-go, super like Mario. Flow something scary though. Rappers I kill 'em, who kill 'em? No Terrio. There we go, spitting again. If you bad, they come through with your friends. We can kick it tonight. I won't make you my wife, and I'll probably do this all again. When I'm in the next state, probably chilling with the next bae. N.A.P is up next, bae. Life is a chess game, and we steady yelling checkmate. Stick a spine through a chest, say I'm back in this back in this. My ex calling, I hit decline. They kinda bright, but my dude, we shine. We on the grind. And if you f***ing with it, put them in the sky. One time, with me now, bounce. This that shit that make them just bounce. If you know you the shit, then I need you to bounce with me. I say just bounce with me. Now we all about getting it. We all about getting it. Now if they hate, say it's alright. If they hate, say it's okay. These haters ain't got no life. I say just bounce with me. I say just bounce with me. Now we all about getting it. We all about getting it now, hey. I'm in Dub G, same way, Drake up in the 6, boy. Ain't concerned with other rappers, more concerned with making hits, boy. Really with the shit, boy. If they wanna bring it, best believe they getting destroyed. I'ma make them his story when he's spitting his story. Putting up for my city, and this is what I get for it, I get haters and money, yeah. We wasn't chosen, my dude, we was chose. Lunch with Ben Franklin, my dude, we was thinking. Ain't nobody out there that's trying to oppose. Hate if you want, but these people gon' love it. Through my music, that's end of discussion. Beat it, stay bumping, get into something. Think you can do better, homie, you bluffing. So really though, how do you want it? Cause I really want it. These things I done it. It really be nothing if you needed something to listen to when you know that you the shit. Tell all these haters to get up your jump and get lit. Roll with the click. Everybody, we know we the shit. With me now, bounce. This that shit that make them just bounce. If you know you the shit, then I need you to bounce with me. I say just bounce with me. Now we all about getting it. We all about getting it. Now if they hate, say it's alright. If they hate, say it's okay. These haters ain't got no life. We keep it real, they so fake. I say just bounce with me. I say just bounce with me. Now we all about getting it. We all about getting it now, hey.
I bored a nice guy with that.
D-Stack's about to give y'all the hotline number to call in for questions.
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah, we won't do that because my co-host cannot
It's chilling. That be happening to me too.
So the number to call in, because I remember it off the head, is 215-619-7366. Again, the number is 215-619-7366. Call in, show support, ask questions.
Remember when Mike Jones put his phone number in a rap?
Who did that?
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones?
I remember that.
Dude, the song, he's like, I forget the exact number, but I know it was like 281-330-8004. Who am I, Jones?
Well, if you just put his number out.
I didn't even remember that.
I remember he was the coolest. I thought he was the coolest guy for doing that. That's how you know you're a thug. Like, you don't care.
I think Soulja Boy might have did the same thing.
Yeah.
No, but that was a
But
big number.
Mike Jones did it. Oh, yeah, it was like an
mistake.
automated thing. Like, Mike Jones gave you his real number on like a real like big single.
I shouldn't expose myself like that, saying I called it. That was kind of not that type of song for me. But all right,
Trying to kiss him through the phone and stuff.
yeah, my bad. Back to Eddie Madrid, y'all. So we just listened to that song. That was very big. It's a great song right there. But when you came down to writing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you write, do you have to be in like a certain type of area where you're like, all quiet, or is it like anywhere you can write?
For me personally, well, it depends on like what it is I'm writing. If it's like a personal type song, I typically like to be alone. I found that I like typically write during the day better than I do at night. I think it's just because at night I like to be doing things.
Right.
Like, I don't know. But like during the day, I typically get like really, really inspired, and like I'm able to knock out multiple songs in the day. Like that, yeah, that's like pretty much where I'm at. It doesn't matter if I'm at the studio or at the crib or at school or whatever. Like, if it's during the day and it's like the right mood or vibe or whatever, then yeah.
Right. So when you're doing that, right, and you're writing down a song, like sometimes it gets to the point where you're like, oh shoot, I gotta have this person jump on the song because I think they'll be tough on this part. And do you get to that like when you reach out other people and be like, yeah, yo, I think we should collab on this song that I've been working on.
Mhm.
So like, does it ever get like that when people reach out to you and they're like, hey Eddie, I need you to get on this song, I need you to get on the hook or
Yeah,
something
it's
like that?
really only. I mean, it's been more people reaching out to me than me reaching out to other people. Like I said, that was only because with B.A.N.G and stuff, nobody really knew who I was. So I just assumed that most people wouldn't want to work with somebody that they'd had no idea who they were. And also my like bread situation wasn't one like where I figured I could pay for like features. So I just kind of been doing it all myself the past couple years. But now ever since like Atlanta and stuff, like I've been meeting people and other artists that are like really, really dope and that like I want to work with. And for some of the new music that I've been writing, there's been moments where like, oh, I could get this person on this song, this person on this song. But everything right now is like all in its infancy as far as like my next like stuff. Like because B.A.N.G was basically 3 years in the making, all the way from living in Harrisburg to finally releasing it. That's like my first real project. So I like emptied the chamber of like my like best stuff. Like there was probably 40 to 50 tracks recorded for B.A.N.G.
Oh.
That never saw the light of day. So
Will they ever see the light of day?
I don't know. Maybe
B.A.N.G
if
too?
I like, God forbid, pass away or something. I don't know.
So
Some of those songs are like, I feel like they're not up to par. There's a couple songs that I figured could be released. They just didn't fit the story. Oh snap!
Oh, we got a call, y'all.
Who knows though?
Monco Radio, who's this?
Yo, what's up, Eddie?
Yo, who's this?
Yo, it's Brennan.
Yo, Saeed's friend.
Oh, what's
It's
up?
Brennan.
What's up? What's up, Brennan? What's up? What's up?
What are you doing on the radio?
You know, just discussing music and life and whatnot. Sports teams.
Bronco? What?
Bruh, you can't curse live on the radio.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
You're live.
Oh,
This is alright, Brennan. I'll catch you later, dog.
Y'all are gonna get us fired.
I-
Y'all will get us fired.
I told him, yo, he's drawing.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo, shout out to Brennan though. He's a real one.
Shout out to Brandon for getting us fired.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, if Brennan made y'all lose y'all jobs, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
I guess Saeed, he has to be chalked as a human. Like,
I told him no cursing. I ain't telling
If Saeed told him no curtain, that's all on Brandon, dog.
that's all on Brennan. Whatever.
He gonna say, what are you doing on the radio?
Yo, he said it like it was just me and him on the phone. He's like, "What's up?"
What you doing on the radio, yo? What you mean what I'm doing on the radio?
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
But anyway, let's talk about Atlanta. Like, what was the whole trip about Atlanta about? 'Cause I saw a lot of things about that, but I didn't know like what really was going on.
So basically, what it was this organization in Philadelphia called R.A.P Philly. Shout out to them. What they are is they're just a group of creatives who are hell bent on bringing Philadelphia music to the rest of the world because they feel like Philadelphia and the surrounding areas have a lot of talent that go unnoticed, and that Philadelphia as a music city used to really thrive, and nowadays it really doesn't. Like everybody's going to New York or LA to really do stuff. And basically what they did through a lot of like funding and things like that, they were able to secure their own stage at A3C at the A3C Hip Hop Festival, which is the biggest hip hop festival in the country. And they offered like a spot to, I think there was 7 or 8 of us, 7 or 8 artists that they believe were like up and comers in the scene, and I was blessed enough to be asked, which was crazy. Shout out to Tim Montgomery, not so famous Tim, which is R.A.P Philly's head A&R, for discovering me, quote unquote, listening to my project and going to my show when I opened for Lil Dicky to see if I was like cut out for it, and then I was, and then I went and I got to meet all these people, and it was like, it really did change my life because now music has been a lot more serious since I got back from Atlanta, because like it's gotten me like, I won't say like a lot more exposure because I feel like I'm still relatively unknown, but in terms of like where I was, it's just leaps and bounds.
Right, it's just a big up from where you were. And like doing all these things, like opening for people like Lil Dicky, and you opened up for Kyle too, right?
Right.
So like opening up for these big guys, like how did that make you feel? Like people that you listen to, and then you like.
It's the coolest thing because they, like you said, it's people that I listen to. Like people like you open up for like people. There's people that like open up that open up for people, and I imagine that it's not necessarily an artist they necessarily like. Perfect case in example, Black Jesus or whatever just opened up for Slim Jesus, and then you hear about that video where he like snatched the mic from him. Yeah. So there's moments like that happen. I've just been blessed. It's been a real grind. Like I would just go to their shows, not Lil Dicky, but for Kyle, I just showed up to. I showed up to his show like early, and showed up first, and I was talking to his management, and I had Bliss rap for them first, and I was like, just please let us rap for you, and then we did, and they were just blown away, and so his management gave me his number. Shout out to Jesus, and then when they were coming to Philadelphia, they just said, "Do you want to open?" And we killed it. It was a sold out show and absolutely wrecked the set.
I saw the IG video.
We got a video co-signed from Kyle and everybody.
Right. Tough. So while we're on that topic, about to play some more music. D-Stacks, take us away.
All right, I think the next one that I'm trying to do is, what is this? I Love Her.
Okay, yeah, this is an album cut. This was never really a single. It's featuring the homie KJ on the singing vocals. It's a try to see if you can catch it. It is a love song to hip hop, and it's like the love version of Control by Kendrick, like Kendrick's verse. I name drop a lot of rappers, so yeah, keep it.
All right, Eddie Madrid, listen.
Thanks for hanging out with me today. Even though I haven't been exactly what you would say, an attentive partner, but I feel that I lost you. But whenever I feel that way, I just speak and we're awesome. And I know I'm not the only guy here that you talk to. A lot of people try, but they just make you look awful. And I know you're trying to see whether I really be on you. And I know that I ain't perfect, but just know that I want you. And it doesn't matter to me past people that haunt you. I know you mean good, there's other people responsible for your mishaps and for your scars. You been NYC all the way to Compton Boulevard and everywhere in between. You show me so many things, like how to be yourself and how to love the girl of my dreams. And now it's to the point without you I cannot even breathe. And you inspire me to make being with you my dream. And I know you told so many people no. I'm just hoping that you tell me yes. Every guy you've been with saying he the best, and I don't know if I am, but no, I'm different from the rest. And I don't know if it means much coming from me, but hey, I know it meant a lot when Lonnie did. I know the problem is so many guys have hit, but I promise I'ma give you everything I can give. I'm singing. Yes, I'm in love with you. 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 In love, I'm in love, singing. In love, yes, I'm in love with you. In love, I'm in love, singing. In love, yes, I'm in love with you. Look me in my eyes, tell me that I'm lying. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you want me. Look inside my soul. Tell me that I'm yours. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you need me. You met me, girl, when I was 9 years old. And what I hope you love is I got so much soul. You love talking to me late at night as I walk home. I got pictures of you hanging all up in my room. So I guess it only makes sense that I try to be with you. You were there when they wasn't. And I know right now you kinda going through a rough spot. Let me show you I can take you out and above it. But everyone is telling me that I am not your type. But hey, they told Mr. West the same thing, right? Next thing I know, he took you away from Curtis. Your relationship was beautiful and damn near perfect. Before him was Sean, before him was Chris, before him was Ron, before him was Joseph. No, I got some competition, but for what it is worth, I'm trying to be better than all of them, and that is my word. That's word to Aubrey, that's word to Jermaine, that's word to Tim T, and all of Wale, that's word to Jay Scott, my crew, so Robert, G, and Mr. K to L. Dougworth. I mean, could go on, but you get the point. Most men I know, they will probably find that annoying, but I swear I don't even care about these dudes, long as you give me a chance, cause I'm in love with you, I'm singing. Yes, I'm in love with you. 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 In love, I'm in love, singing. In love, yes, I'm in love with you. In love, I'm in love, singing. In love, yes, I'm in love with you. Look me in my eyes, tell me that I'm lying. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you want me. Look inside my soul. Tell me that I'm yours. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you need me.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, I didn't turn the volume up. My bad.
I was
Who was it? Oh, what's up, Beans? I'm good, man. Just here getting interviewed and whatnot.
Everybody asks that question.
Like I'm chilling in the crib. Yeah, I mean.
We don't understand.
Well, thank you, bro. That means a lot. No, they're learning. They're learning. Soon enough. Soon enough. Thanks for letting us know, Beans. Appreciate you, dog. I love you, dog. No, you got it. You got it. Hey. Shout out to the homie Beans one time. So, wait. After hearing his voice, how old do you think he is?
He
I already
sounds
know. We
40
know.
something, but I know him.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah,
Okay,
I know
you know
him.
him.
He sounds 40
I don't know
something,
him.
though.
Like,
You don't know him?
No.
He's
I just know who he is. I just don't know where he's.
He was right by us.
16?
I think 16.
16. He was 15 for like a year.
Well, I
Same.
think you can only be 15 for about a year, but
Any bull.
Oh no, who's that mic on?
oh my god.
He was like anymore.
I wonder who said that.
Oh, yeah, looking this way.
This track coming soon.
But anyway, let's talk about your past music stuff.
Let's talk about N.A.P. since
Yeah,
it's
that's
called.
what I'm doing.
No, you wasn't gonna do that.
Yes, I
Like
am.
said.
That's why I said my past. That's why Beans just.
That
called
is
it out.
NAP is a past. NAP is we dissolved.
What you mean dissolved? Like died out?
Yeah. It wasn't. We didn't end on any like bad terms or anything like that though. It was like up to the release of B.A.N.G. I just kind of wanted to do my own thing.
Right.
There was just like, I appreciate all those guys for what they did for me because they were the first ones that I met like when I moved back, and they were the first group of people to really like take me in. So I appreciate everything they did for that. Just leading up to B.A.N.G. and everything, I just started progressing as an artist, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I knew exactly like what sound I wanted to get and everything, and I just feel like I had officially grown to the point where if I'm a part of any team, it's a team that I myself was leading.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Team me.
Yeah, so it was just a
Self-made.
it wasn't any like ill will towards them or malintent. I just had to do my own thing.
Right. You
So-
have to. Sometimes you got to really take that
Yeah,
road because
and
you know
then-
like where you're going.
And then once I dipped, it pretty much I'm pretty sure they all just were like, all right.
Yeah, I just said
Yeah,
forget it.
and then they're all kind of doing their own thing now. I got Zone 3.
And let's talk about Zone 3. What is Zone 3?
What is it?
All right, so basically, for SEPTA, for regional rail, in order to get a university pass, you need to call SEPTA and find out what zone you live in so that you know how much your pass is going to cost you. And when I told them I lived in Willow Grove, they said, okay, that's Zone 3. And the moment they said that, the very first thought in my mind was, holy crap, that sounds so much cooler than saying I'm from Willow Grove. Then like that sounds Zone 3.
You should have recorded them saying that. That would have been tough.
Oh, that would have been tough. And then it's also dope because the people that I like actually musically work with, like KJ and things like that, like in Ambler, that also falls under Zone 3. So actually, my squad that I was already kicking it with already fell under Zone 3. So that just kind of I said, this is what we're gonna be. We're gonna rep Zone 3, and we're just gonna make that. We're gonna put it on the map.
I didn't even know that, and now that I know that, I'm gonna
See,
just
isn't
start
it
saying
cool?
that.
Isn't it cool?
sounds so much cooler.
You're
to
from
say
Zone
Zone
3.
3.
Where you from? Zone 3?
Zone 3. Where you from? Where you
Yo,
from?
if
Zone
you
3,
think
dog.
about it, it's kind of like what Drake did with the 6, because
Right.
the six, like there's a picture that's painted of the 6. 6 isn't really like that. I mean, there's parts of it that are like that, but it's not like some super duper scary place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's just cool to say, and it's a nice little movement to have.
All right,
So
views
that's
from
fun.
the 3. We got to
Views
change
from
the take.
views from Zone 3.
That's tough. You just educated me today. I didn't know what.
Yeah,
Zone 3 was.
man. There's a lot that people don't know. I gotta like.
And I can see you're
It's
very
fun.
creative and stuff. Like you just
Hey,
taking
thank
things
you.
that come around in life, and you just put them together and making music out of it.
Yeah, I definitely, it's been like that, and I also got to thank the team over at Marston House for like helping me, like reach all my potential that I'm trying to reach. So yeah, I'm not done yet, but it's getting there.
Right.
I ain't make it yet, I'm out here. I mean, I'm hungry. I mean, and it's not a place where you really want to think.
From the grove, boy. Will a girl that be my own, boy. me, everything I touch I work, boy. Yeah, I know that hurt, boy. It's okay, I know it hurts, boy. I won't make it look so easy, but when you try to like, it's alright, but your mind is, yeah, he put it in a hurts, boy. I'll admit it, I've been feeling like a man for like a minute. Ain't no disrespect to listen now, but ain't nobody fucking with my vision. Just admit it. Ain't expect somebody like me to be spitting. When I finish, they like, oh man, word, I guess it's back to doing dishes. I'll admit it. Lately I've been pretty worried about a bitchin'. I guess because she was my girl and was my world, but that bitch know I ain't trippin'. And she'll admit it. She'll admit the Phinest with it. And shout out to a new man, what am I saying? I mean, fuck 'em back to business. Hey, yo, start Steve, East move, I don't think they ready. Better come and get me for ain't these rappers really. I ain't up for much discussion unless you talking about the Benjis. Told myself I wouldn't kill him, but this bitch just wouldn't let me. And Willow G up in this bitch right now. Shit, Willow G up in this bitch. And I'm hot up in this shit right now, bitch. You should probably take a pic. It's M.A.P. next guy, but the flow evil. If somebody told you different, call him Don Cheadle. They live in a house of lies, kids and not that I'm tight. On the mic, swear that I run it, yo dog, I'm so regal. And yo, I swear that we hungry, we want the whole menu. And not for real, this ain't a show, yeah, there is no venue. That I can rock, I better watch out if you think that I'm a cop out. I can hit you with these balls, I swear it's so legal. Just admit it. Mixtape coming soon and you gon' get it. I got the chick and the pussy so good, I would die 8 times just to be with her, I'm kidding. This a warning message to the competition. Better get it while you can, cause when I drop it's finished. It won't even be a question anymore. Who the best out of this area? The spot is for the grow, boy. I'm not new to this. No one sick as this guy. I'm not new to this. And you know the shit fly. I'm not new to this. No one sick as this guy. I'm not new. No, I'm not new.
Yeah. Young Phinest killing this shit, nigga, you ain't even know it. N.A.P try to label, dog, and you ain't even know it. You taking over the year and killing this shit like you supposed to. Yeah. If you ain't know, bang.
It didn't happen,
That's crazy.
It's whatever.
But you know, some people be faking their SoundCloud plays.
That shade.
See,
shade.
that stuff is nutty though. I feel like a song can have like 14K plays, but then you can listen to it and be like, no way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
We've been doing that for the past week. And,
Yeah.
It's kind of it's nutty. So like, nah, all my plays are real. I'm at the point right now with my SoundCloud where I get like daily like 50 to 100 plays a day.
I won't deny that your plays are real, but some people like you can listen to their song, like you said, listen to their song and be like, "There's no possible way this song."
And it all goes back to being real. Like you just gotta be real with it. Like, so what if you get 2 plays?
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Sure, that's kind of
No, because
if you tell your whole family, you only get 2.
Listen to it. Think about it though. You get 2 plays, but then that third person plays the song, and then what if there's somebody significant? Or what if they share it? You know what I mean? Right. So like, you never know. Being organic with it, I feel is the best way to go about it. And you know what? If it works out for you, it does. If it doesn't, then it's not. I mean, you take that L, but it's just another door is open while that door closes.
Right. Do you feel like in any way disrespected toward that? Like people that like to pay for their views and things like that, and like
I don't get like people that like. I only have an issue with people that try to like rush their progression. Mm-hmm. There's people that like they want to reach a certain level so bad, but they're not willing to put the work in.
Right.
Like if you're not willing to stay up till like 6 a.m. doing this stuff, or like and have like no issue with it, then like it's not cut out. Like this isn't a hobby for me at this point anymore. Like it's to the point where like I love doing this stuff. Like I literally will stay up till 6 or 7, or I'll stay up all night doing it, and I don't care that I am. So there's a real passion and love for it, and when you see somebody that's like, I don't want to say it's disrespectful, but when you see somebody trying to take shortcuts in something that you know there really is no shortcuts in, there's no true overnight successes. Overnight successes really technically take a couple years till they finally get that moment, but it's been a grind, and so it's got to be that grind. And people try to skip that grind, and it just doesn't work out, and then they just look silly.
Right.
And I just don't bangs with that.
I hope you're listening right now. Person that we're talking about, you know who you are.
Yeah.
I ain't throwing no shade. I'm
Oh,
just keeping
shade.
it real.
Oh.
I'm just keeping it real.
Because sometimes the SoundCloud listens.
Are we real life subtweeting?
In your real tweets. Sometimes the SoundCloud plays and the real tweets you get.
The numbers don't correlate.
Yeah,
the numbers don't correlate.
You got a certain amount of
likes.
Numbers on this, but then you only got like
one
two
like.
people the most. That, you know what I'm saying?
It's disappointing, like, to see people that do that, because, like, if you actually have real potential, I want to see you go somewhere. But if you're making music just to make music and you're putting like all these plays and buying all these views, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, you're not getting a true opinion. You're not getting a true opinion on your music. And I feel like when you have like real plays and stuff, you can see what works and what doesn't.
And at the end of the day, if that's just gonna be you listening to your music, then let it just be you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's we can't all make it.
Right.
It's true. That's true.
Well, back on the topic of music, D-Stack's placing a song, please.
Oh, y'all want another one already?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try. Go into this real quick. Let's try Flow.
Flow. All right, Flow produced by C Justice, dope SoundCloud producer. I jacked the beat off SoundCloud. Yeah, something I wrote in a day and then recorded it that night. All right, bet.
All right, shout out to C Justice.
I know you feel that. Phinest came through supplying y'all with that ear crack. Phinest always on beat, so making an ill track. Oh, he killed it, everyone clear stat. But it's finished, you can never bring it back to life. I go to satin with your woman, bring her back my wife. You half as nice as these rappers I trash at night. I keep it going and flowing like I ain't past the mic. These bright lights from the camera, I like those. And they feeling me enough that I might pose a real threat to this game, best dressed in this thing. I'm just kidding, but you know that I'm a idol. And they say that I'm a nerd, it's like I chill with Pharrell. And let me try to be the label so you know what the deal is. Like I'm whipping and I only hang with the realists. And this is their reaction when they hear me kill shit. If you ever wanna find me, just look up to the sky. I'm a star, I'm right next to comets. I ain't really sick, little homie, my dude, I vomit. And if you don't believe me, it's okay, you just a liar. The nicest, the flyest, the rhymers, your highness. She eyed us and liked us, so I just as finest. Took her to the back and hit it from the back. She telling me to smack it, and I swear to you that the supersize it. Whoa, flow is good enough to be retired. Everyone is telling me I'm dope and I'll supply it. Try it, shorty looking like a young Mariah Carey, and she tell me that she really wanna ride it. I just tell her all I really want is dope. Music and a couple Grammy statues I can show to everyone who thought that I would never ever blow. But myself for all the fans who be screaming that boy can flow. Put your hands up in the sky if you feel me. This track is in the live, I just killed the beat. I don't care what people say, I'ma still be me. If you really ain't know, then they will tell you that I got that flow. If you really ain't know, if you really ain't know, if you really ain't know, then they will tell you that I got that flow.
Hey. All right, y'all. So we're back, y'all. Thank you for tuning in and staying in touch with us. D-Stats, give them the number one more time.
Tell you to give them the number.
I remember the number. You give them the number.
281-330-80.
Oh, who? Never mind.
Make our hotline bling at
215-619
7366.
That's the one line. Yes, sir. All right, back to the interview, y'all. Here you go. Like, who were your biggest inspirations in making music from Phinest to now?
I think, well, if we're going back to like my beginnings, probably my biggest inspiration was Kanye West. If I look back on it, I wouldn't say at that point in time I would say that. It's probably Kanye West and then Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino is my biggest inspiration. He was the first person that really showed me as a security guard just drives along the lawn. He was the first person to really just show me that like you, in the truest sense, you can be yourself and rap like really well, and that people will like it. And that's where that whole ideal that I've taken ever since comes from, like just being real. Like people will feel it. There's a group of people that will feel what you're saying because you're real about it.
Exactly.
And ever since I like first heard Childish Gambino, it's pretty much been like, all right, I know I can do this now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you a question real quick off this thing. Do you believe that Slim Jesus' music will make it anywhere with the way he's acting? With the stuff he raps about, do you think because he's not real, he's not gonna make it?
No, here's my thing. So there's people that, like, you might find success being fake. You might find short-term success. You might even find some, like, long-term money in being fake and having an act or things like that. But as far as being truly accepted by the people, which I feel is way more important than any monetary like thing or money that you can receive, it's not gonna happen. Because like I said, it's just a feeling. Like you can just tell that when Slim Jesus does something, it's not real. I mean, and he's done something that most people don't and admitted that it's not real. But even then, like, it's just like, why do you do it?
Right.
You know, at that point, if you're just having fun with it, I don't know, like, if he's admitted that it wasn't real and he's saying that he's having fun with it, I don't understand why people keep paying attention to him.
Right.
Like, it's just like, all right, so he's just a kid and he's just doing this because he wants to have fun. Like, just let him do his thing. If y'all don't bangs with it, then just don't bangs with it.
Right.
If y'all do bangs with it, then go ahead and listen to him. But, like, it's not a big deal because he's never going to go anywhere past that.
Right.
Because he's admitted it. And he knows that as well as everybody else knows that. He's in the same lane that Terrio was in.
Good, because I wanted to get your opinion on that because I was getting that from everybody. Everybody else told me the same type of stuff. But when you come to inspiration now, as Eddie Madrid, besides the Phinest part, Eddie Madrid, who's Eddie Madrid's biggest inspiration?
Eddie Madrid's biggest inspiration at this moment, probably Kendrick Lamar.
We gonna be
Section 8.
Right?
Section, like, I'm talking like OD to Pimp a Butterfly. Like, if you really like, the reason he's my inspiration is because he really has a sound that's his own. Like, as far as like the forefront of hip hop and people that constantly push boundaries in terms of storytelling, in terms of like albums and things like, in terms of like sounds and things you can do in hip hop, quote unquote, because there's nothing you can't do. He really does things his own way and he makes it hot. Him and Drake, Kendrick and Drake. Drake especially. I completely forgot to say Kendrick and Drake. Those are probably my two biggest inspirations. Because they're just the realest and they have their own sound, and then that causes other artists, Logic, to you see, like, they just influence an entire thing. Right. They just influence like our like generation. It's crazy what they do, and so it's just a big inspiration. Not in terms of like that's what I want to sound like, but in terms of like what they do and the impact that they have.
Yeah, their grind.
Yeah.
So things that when it comes to grind, you know, we were talking about it earlier. When it comes to like staying up in the morning, dang, my voice just cracked so crazy. It's staying up to like, you know, 6-7 o'clock in the morning, and you were up like since 12 making the music. Like, how many songs can you pump out within that time?
If it's a good day, then I can probably pump out a good full 3 or 4 songs, just because I really am a perfectionist with it. But I also just started like really getting into making beats, so lately I've been getting through like 2 or 3 like unfinished beats a night on top of like the 2 or 3 unfinished songs. So it's kind of a mix of everything. I guess like on top of the fact that I love it, I just feel motivated because I'm still at a point where like at shows like there's still a level of disrespect, I feel like, because of how I look and because of like nobody's really ever heard of me. Like, you can ask Saeed. Like, anytime I ask anybody, like,
I forgot all about Saeed.
Anytime I tell people that like that don't know me or never heard of me that I rap, they look at me, they're like, what are you saying? And then after I rap, it's the same thing after every show. I get love from people, and then there's always a person that's like, yo, you don't look like it at all, but you just killed that. And I want to get to the point where people just know I'm gonna kill it. Right. But right now I'm not at that point yet, but it's gonna get there. Like,
you're gonna get there.
Yeah, like for example, like when I was doing the Atlanta thing, we had a going away show, and then the host was like, he told me after the show, he's like, really? I thought you were gonna be like this. Like, bad curse word, insert bad curse word here, a rapper, and like no, you was tight. Like, backhanded compliment. Like, he was sincere about it. But, like, it just really gave me perspective into, like, how people view me. And I just want to make it, like, I just want to mess people's heads up. Yeah.
Alright, well, D-Stack's gonna hit us with another song real quick, and we'll get back to the rest.
Yeah, we gonna knock out this last one right quick. In My Mind.
In My Mind, produced by Kaytranada. My last song I really put out, did this after B.A.N.G, because B.A.N.G was a concept album, and I wanted to, like, give bars. And so, yeah, this is that.
Okay.
Someone tell these bitches Eddie on now. Still ain't got no green, ain't got no checks, not yet, but I'm on route. Flow so sick, you gotta call out. All bout checking these hundreds to millies is what is gon' fall out. Rap game Steph Curry with it, cause they used to doubt, but now I balls out. That's MVP. Lot of people gonna envy me, but they know it's hot. Better fix your face when they play on my MP3. Hit the show and then rip the my voice hella hoarse, I still get it lit. I ain't faking, boy, you better take a pic, cause I'm taking off and I ain't taking from any of you rappers. She text me asking why I don't reply. I be way too busy out here getting mine. I ain't got no time for no Insta thotty. Complaining about some other Insta thotty. Flow a little sloppy, but it's still smooth. Little nerdy, but I'm still cool. If you ain't peeped that I'm great, then you a little rude. And now big things coming from this little dude. I'm go. All these things I see in my mind. People in my ear and places I go. It's starting to get deep. I can't sleep. Are they loving me for me? Baby, I don't know. They love to hate, impatient, never love to wait. They been sleeping on me, but now that it's time to wake. All critics yelling, well done, like I ride with steak. Hope ramen takes me to places where they gotta pay me just to hit it, can spit it, kick it like soccer games. I cook a dog, I'm in the kitchen where the pots are pains. I got Fieri, they ain't ready, we are not the same. He ain't talking unless it's about the profit. I don't really want to discuss another topic. I can't stop it, I'm on top and dropping some of the hottest shit on my blocking. That counts Philly too. With that, I don't give a fuck about your bucket hat. Flow is on top like 100 raps. And you can judge all you want, but you can with that back. The max strap with a couple raps to snap back. And that's that, I already passed these rap cats. The whack acts ever gonna be up on my team. I just get it in the morning like I'm E-Bro. A late night like I'm Rosenberg. Either way you fucking cut it, dog, I go to work. And that's the difference between me and them. They just do it when they can, and I ain't stop until I run this earth. I'm ghost. Yeah. All these things I see in my mind. People in my ear and places I go. It's starting to get deep. I can't sleep. Are they loving me for me? Baby, I don't know. But I can't slow. I gotta go until I blow. Until I no, I can't slow. I gotta go until I blow. Until I blow. Yeah. Until I blow. Until I blow. Until I blow. Alright. Hey, alright, it's Eddie Madrid. This is Rap After Hours. I'm about to spit a verse. But first, we're gonna let these guys do the chorus.
Oh shoot, okay. Who's this? Always sunny, we want to play. You can't touch me, no. I got angels. I got angels.
Better act right, but you finna get exposed like a black light. Got a couple numbers, cause I rap tight. And we all know I'm better, that's facts, right? That's facts, right? Swear to hit him in the back like twice. And I swear that when I hit him with a bang, everybody saying, oh wow, that guy's nice. And now you know if you didn't, I swear this life that I'm living is the equivalent of watching an acclaimed motion picture with a little bit of comedy, a little bit of action, a little bit of love, and a little bit of rap, and a little bit of OAD. I hate you. When you gonna put me on the track, man? Oh wait, let me guess. So yeah, the answer is never. Even if they did Molly and Drake a whole lot, they would never get onto my level. But I digress. But I'm stressed.
Oh wait, that's a different song. I'm original, they all stencil drawn. IQ up there, they simple songs. Am I bragging enough for you to like me? Can I get appreciation cause I write these? Dope lines, it's all mine. Oh baby, let me hit it one time. You're so fine. She said, why should I? I said, baby, cause the flow is dope. And one day we gon' run this world. We just gotta let them know. Yeah.
What's the band?
Hey.
City so damn great, I feel like Alexander.
Hey.
Way your head up like a head, it's like the latest fashion.
Hey.
I got angels all around me, they keep me surrounded. Who is you and who the fuck is you and who is them?
Hey.
All of a sudden, we want the band. Y'all can't touch me, no, 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 no. I got angels. I got angels.
And we out. Yeah.
Eddie Madrid, R.A.P. After Hours.
Zone 3.
Zone 3. You know what I'm saying?